You have big dreams. You want to be successful and live the life you've always imagined. But there's one big issue. You feel lazy. You know what you should be doing, but you just don't do it. And then you feel guilty because deep down you know you're capable of much more. That guilt keeps building up day after day, week after week. Eventually, you stop fighting it and just accept it. Then a new year comes around and you set the same goals again. At first, you feel motivated and ready to change. But soon enough, procrastination sneaks in. Like that one relative who shows up without warning, it becomes part of your daily routine. You start putting things off again, and before long, you start thinking of yourself as just a lazy person. So how can you break this cycle and stop procrastinating? A lot of advice online tells you to delete apps or get rid of distractions. That might help a little, but it doesn't fix the real problem. The real cause of procrastination can be summed up in one word: inertia. In science, inertia means that things that are still want to stay still, and things that are moving want to keep moving, unless something changes that. This also applies to tasks. Starting something, anything takes effort. That first step is always the hardest, and that's the real problem. In our minds, we make that first step feel huge and difficult. So we avoid it and distract ourselves with things that give us quick pleasure. To beat procrastination, we need to beat inertia, and here are two simple ways to do that. 1. Start small. The hardest part is getting started, so don't make it harder than it needs to be. Lower the pressure. Instead of saying, "I need to write a 5,000-word essay," tell yourself, "I'm just going to write 50 words. That feels much easier and more doable. It takes less energy and doesn't need motivation or willpower. 2. Use the 2-minute rule. If you don't feel like doing something, just promise yourself you'll do it for 2 minutes. After that, you can stop if you want. For example, don't feel like cleaning. Play one song and clean just until the song ends. Most of the time, you'll keep going, or you'll write more than 50 words. That's because once you're in motion, it's easier to keep going. Just like a ball that's already rolling, at first it's hard to push it, but once it's moving, it keeps going on its own. That's why starting small is so powerful. Keep the first step easy and low pressure. You can use these two tricks in any part of your life: working out, starting a side project, keeping in touch with friends, whatever it is. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, "You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step."